constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Give the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day 1.
The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. The running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense working from the pistol. Moore will throw. Unloads it left. Finds a man by himself. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Right down the middle. Intercepted, number 19. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They booted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for room, it's Whittington. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
More to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give out of the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up for the PAT.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Snagged in the middle, it's Tracy. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Golden Gophers get it past the sticks.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They want to run it left here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's low. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
And lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hughes. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a wide open receiver. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Turner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying play action. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. That gets them back to within 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, he 4 wide out set, trips right. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Breaks the tackle.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Benson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapted. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Benson. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. He's got him wide open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in the game.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Lindsey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to...
Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tracy. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It's good.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the run, it's Hughes. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Moore to the air. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They'll leave it with him. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And I don't care how many yards I gave up to get down here. I got to bow my neck. I got to make a play down here. When you create negative plays in goal line situations, man, you have a lot of success defensively. Great job bowing up.
Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they're after him. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Hand off from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's low. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Smith wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Turns it on at midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Ducks get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith dropping to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give on the counter. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and
oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Smith wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give on the option. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game. And that
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Using his legs, it's Hill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
After 45. First down for the offense.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams